So this very simple and old Revell kit dates originally from 1965. So the same year the doors were founded. Now, if you have a look at the instructions, it's all black and white. Actually, the entire construction of the model fits on one page. On the other page, you see the color scheme and the decals. And speaking of decals, these are the 2008 decals, because this box is a rebox from 2008. Came with new decals. These are Revell decals, 2008, so the year when Russia invaded Georgia. This model kit only contains 23 parts, so it's a very simple thing. And actually, that's the reason why I built this model, because I just did this in between two, let's say bigger and more detailed kits. And I was waiting for some extra accessory parts to arrive from Ukraine. Yes, ResKit was sending me some stuff, so I was waiting. And in the meantime, I thought, why not just build this little Fokker Eindecker kit? Now, the surface of the kit is at some points the wings and alongside the fuselage. It has some sort of structure on it. I don't know if that is done on purpose or if it was just a coincidence, but it's possible that this was done on purpose to imitate the fiber structure, right? Because the aircraft is not made out of metal. There's just one metal part. That's where the engine is. The rest is a wooden frame covered with fabric. And maybe I thought maybe that's why they have the structure on it, but I could be wrong, totally wrong. You see also the color of the plastic. It's the old beige type of plastic. There is not a lot of flash. You saw that one piece, the engine cowling, that had quite some flash, and the small parts. The engine was also quite bad. But all in all, since there are only 23 parts, the cleaning is not taking lots of time. So while you're watching this, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about small and simple kits, a quick out-of-the-box build. Do you think it's worth the time in between two bigger builds or bigger projects? Or it's just a waste of time? Let me know in the comment section. I did use the black gloss primer. Sorry, I didn't record it, but I used this on the metal parts. So I primed the metal parts with black gloss primer, and the rest, especially of the interior, I primed with the gray primer. I always do this for the interior so it does not turn out too dark. After painting with neutral gray, I painted the pilot seat with anthracite and then dry brushed some neutral gray on it, just, to create a little effect. I don't know exactly why I showed this so long into the camera. It's not like a very sensational thing, but yeah. I used some aged white to also dry brush around the bars of the landing gear, just to give it a little tone variation. And I did this always in the middle of the bars. For this, I used the H-White. The H-White here is a new Model Air Vallejo paint. It has the new lid, as I showed you before. These must be the ones with the upgraded formula. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please check out this video I'm showing you right now here at the top, because it's about the ingredients of the Vallejo paints and thinner and flow improver. So that is the engine parts assembled. Here is the fuselage. The marriage of the fuselage and the wings is not a real problem. Once you have the fuselage in there between the wings, it's fine. I have to say, the fitting overall is not bad. It's quite good, actually. So for the vertical stabilizer, you have to be careful. This thing can break off very easily. So now everything is assembled. Let's paint. So I used the MOJO one-shot primer. It's very easy, it's very fast. You don't have to dilute it. You can put it into your airbrush cup straight from the bottle. For the entire model, I used my Iwata Neo airbrush. I didn't switch to the Harder and Steenbeck because I didn't need to do very, very fine lines or something like that. So I just used the Iwata for the entire build. After the one-shot primer had dried, I started pre-shading this small aircraft model kit by using a stencil. Yeah, my old AK stencil again. It comes in very handy. You can do pre-shading within no time. And it's also lots of fun because you can see the progress. So I did use this Mitsubishi interior green because I was looking for some sort of a bright green, not too dark, because yeah, on the black primer a dark green will not do will not be visible. So whoever feels generous today and would like to donate a super thanks to the channel so that we can improve on the production department, leave a super thanks, attach a message to it, and I'll read it in one of my future videos. Here you can see me pre-shading with the aged white again. What I did here is I wanted to pre-shade all the areas where there's the wooden frame underneath the fabric. So all wooden frame areas, I was trying to highlight actually with the aged white. So I was going alongside all the edges and all those visible bars that they left on the wings. And here I have to say with the aged white, it looks like normal white. In this, applied in this manner, looks like normal white. Yeah, that is the pre-shading already done. It was fun. It was quick and fast. I really enjoyed this quick build. Sometimes I think, yeah, between two very detailed and very well-equipped kits, it's sometimes very good to just tackle a small kit within 2-3 weeks. I think it took me 20 days to build it. I'm sure you could build it much faster because I'm not the fastest scale modeler. But to me, that is very good within 2-3 weeks having a small kit finished. And yeah, I'm curious about your opinion. Please let me know in the comment section. What do you think about these small and simple old kits? Do you think that's a good thing to, yeah, just from time to time build one of these? Don't think too much, just have fun and go through the process and that's it. Or do you think it's not worth the time? You better start a real kit, let's say, a more detailed kit from the beginning. Now to paint this Fokker E.III. Sorry I didn't show it to the camera, I was straight in the flow, but the color I used was the model color, the Vallejo model color, Yellow Ochre. So it's FS33434. Yellow ochre because I did a little research about the color. Some of these Fokkers have this green color, this green mint almost type of color. But what I read also is that RAF pilots and other soldiers were reporting that they saw a yellow Fokker in the skies. And the way I applied the paint was always in these sections. I was trying to follow these the sections in between the wooden bars here on the wings and not just go over the entire surface at once, but just go section for section. Took me 2 coats, I think. That was the second or the third. Yeah, most probably the third coat. So next I had to wait until the yellow ochre had dried properly, because I need to do masking for the metal section and also the middle section of the fuselage, where I had to paint a white stripe. So I did kind of a pre-shading using the neutral gray I used before for the interior and my stencil again, and just did a little pre-shading on that area, because I thought, like, if I spray the aged white directly on the yellow ochre, the yellow will always shine through a bit. The metal section at the front, I primed it with the gloss primer again. That's my favorite primer if I want to apply some metal color over it. And that's what I did. I used Vallejo metal colors. Steel. First I used steel. Then aluminum, but I didn't spray it, I dry brushed it on. So dipped my dry brush into the paint, got rid of most of it, and then just very carefully dry brushed the aluminum onto this over the steel, so you get that surface, that marbling, that special marbling look. So just tapped the brush onto the surface. Make sure you don't have too much paint on the brush. That is very important. That's actually the most important thing. You shouldn't have like almost none. So the next layer was magic blue. That's a Vallejo game color, and I mixed it with the AK metal medium. That's one of the AK's auxiliary products. This just turns any color into a metal color. It gives it some sort of a metal shine. I mixed the magic blue with this metal medium to keep that metal shine. And then I just did the exact same again. Just very carefully, dry brushed, tapped some blue on it. We were not finished. The last step is do the same procedure with steel again. So that is the base color. So you tone it down to make it subtle and look more natural by using the steel again, and cover some of the effects that you have done. And that's it. So that was actually the paint job done, and I could apply some varnish to make it ready for the decals. The decal application went down without any problems, basically. Here you can see I am already in the finishing stage where I had to do the rigging. So this is the rigging race. For a small model like this, there's quite a lot of rigging to be done. And usually I really enjoy rigging, really. I mean, it's something that, I don't know, most people hate, but I love it actually. What I did love here is that my cyano glue, the rocket, is kind of old. I need new one because it turned out very thick now. It's not as liquid as it should be. And also the bonding effect is not as good now. It takes much more time to bond, and I have to order new one. So that was a bit the pain here, because yeah, my glue, it didn't really bond. Not as good as I was used to. So this is the finished build. As I promised, here are some shots. Everything is done, everything is painted. The machine gun is mounted, the propeller is also painted and assembled. I painted the propeller using a technique that I picked up from one of the videos of Dave's model shop. I'll link it down in the description if you want to check it out and maybe do something on this topic in the future. It was really fun building this small kit, also because I did a fast progress, and yeah, it's just like something I usually don't experience. And the great thing is that even though there are only 23 parts, I still managed to forget 2 of them. These 2, how you call it, stirrup parts, which helps the pilot to enter the aircraft. Meanwhile, I also have assembled and painted and weathered them. They are there now, but here on the shots, they are missing. I'm sorry, Revell. So everybody watching this who is new to the channel, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Thanks a lot. And if you want to know what I think about buying scale modeling stuff from Temu, please check out this video I'm showing you right now here on the screen, because it might interest you. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.